Let's hope that now the connection can sustain the streaming. Even if in game I'm lagging a bit, so probably I might lose some frames from time to time. Let's go to Jeffen. Let's see if it's possible to at least farm Jeffania in these conditions. And have the streaming not lag. I did reduce the FPS from 60 to 30, down to 30, and the bitrate from 6000 down to 3000, because I saw the bitrate were not, it wasn't stable. It still goes below 2K. Below 3K from time to time still, but maybe it is not bad as before. I hope. Also, what I'm hoping is to drop more AK cards. And maybe some Doomed Swords cards. In particular, Ogretooth card. And why not Executioner, just for the collection. Okay, Ogretooth and Misteltein are dead in this sector. Wanna see if I can find the Executioner before moving somewhere else. Let's try to kill these succubuses. Ah! Didn't go that well. Okay, let's change to another map. Oh no, there was the Ogretooth right there. Oh, fuck, I did find Ogretooth again and I TP'd away. Anyway, guys, this morning I checked the Biolab 4. Unfortunately, after probably after Stalker Gertie yesterday, the next MVP that spawned, it's a Gypsy. And we cannot punch the Gypsy because of the ghost element. It didn't last very long, the Biolab 4 kill streak. Only 2. Champion and Stalker. No. Yo! Thank you for the buffs. With Blessing, I can kill AKs only with 3 double strafes instead of 4. Nice. Okay, the other day we dropped an AK card in 57, in the first 57 kills. Haven't dropped any more until 408 kills, or 406. So today, maybe with 300 or 400 more kills, another card could come in existence in my inventory. Hey. Okay. Let's go back to town to heal. As long as I have Agi and Blessing, I don't want to die and waste them. I wanna at least 3 more AKs. Well, maybe I'm fine with 2 more. To have 4. But why not having 5 to keep 1 open for trades or selling? It won't hurt. Maybe I can walk directly to the next AK. Oh, there are 2. Nice. Oh. Over 90. For what? Ah, all these spears and Lord Clothes, which are useless. I mean, Lord Clothes is a good armor for merchant class, but there are better options nowadays. Oh, Executioner. Okay. Let's see if I can kill also that one. Nice. I know from many years ago, like 10 plus years ago, some other players that were playing heavily Whitesmith and Creator did make like +8, +9 Lord Clothes with Ghost Ring, Angeling, but I would not feel brave enough. I'm not brave enough to put such important cards into class-locked, class-restricted armors and equipments. In fact, my Ghost Ring, which I traded as it was already, it's in Valkyrie armor. Only a +4 Valkyrie armor. And I haven't yet dropped a new Ghost Ring. Mostly because I don't farm Ghost Ring. When I need the Ghost Ring effect, I just bring my Valkyrie armor. Doesn't really matter if it's +4 or +9 or whatever. As long as you have the effect of the Ghost Ring, the job is perfectly done in most cases. Oh, he didn't die. He did survive with 20 HP. Ah, damn it. The Incubus drained my SP. "71 kills and no card yet." Ah, let's grab more silver arrows. Okay. Oh, I saw where is the the Executioner's Sword. Right around here. Yes. Oh, damn it. Got my SP drained again. Oh well. Now I want to go somewhere else. Speaking of cards, today some magic cards arrived here for me. Maybe later I'm gonna show you guys some of them. Some in real magic cards, which I also collect magic cards and play. But first, I wanna see at least one AK card in-game. Dropping today. Come on, Executioner, die already. I had angry monsters on me, biting on my ass. Why not? I won't deny that. I won't refuse. Sorry, I won't refuse dropping a Bloody Knight card for the collection. Oh, the clothing is too heavy. Okay. Unfortunately, all those equipments also to the NPC sell for 12 Dennies, so they are useless. Hey Yadu! Good evening, or good afternoon, I guess, for you. Oh no, I skipped an AK. Barely. Barely made it. How it's going for you in game, Azu? Ah, yeah, the sign quest with the temporal windows. Yeah, I think there are a couple. Or are you already at the last step? Because if you are already towards the end of the quest, man, you did that very fast. Ah, I didn't have true sight, that's why. Ah, step 6, okay. Just at the beginning, basically. I did the sign quest in... 9 years ago. Probably 10 years ago. Man, if the world was different back then. The golden age of Hero was between 2009, 2010 and 2012-13. Yeah, me too. I did it only once here on Hero. Often one is enough. One time is enough. Mostly because we don't have to do it for every character. We just need to do it once and transfer the Lucifer Lament after that. Much like the overweight. The Kiel Hire quest. But the fact that makes Kiel Hire quest different is you must do half of it with all the characters that want to enter, that you want to make have access to the Kiel Factory. Because the Save Girl NPC is inside and you cannot enter without being at that certain step of the Kiel Hire quest. But once you have one luxurious keycard, you can move around your characters via the storage and then don't need to complete the full quest. But the Kiel Hire quest can be unlocked via the army supply unlock. So but Kiel Hire quest is a nice quest, full of lore, full of flavor, a lot flavorful, and it pays a good amount of EXP. In the past, it was done like as a a compulsory step in the grinding of a character to 99, just because it was much less easier to grind the XP, or it was more tedious also. So we were doing all the quests entirely just for getting the EXP rewards. So all the Nameless Island access quest, chain quest, the Killer quest, Rachel's Sanctuary quest, just for the XP, basically. Ooh, 3. I'm gonna die this one against this mob. Oh no! Overweight! Move! Walk! Please! Don't parry my sharpshooting. Okay. Inefficient, like a rock thrown on the water trying to float. And no, don't say what if it's a volcanic rock, the one that is much less dense. Pumice is called in English. The white volcanic rock. That is a rock and it does float, but that's the only case it won't work in my analogy. I didn't pay much attention. Did we drop a card? No. 134 kills for today until now, and no card yet. Streaming now seems stable. Lost just nearly 300 frames. So basically skipped only 10 seconds at 30 FPS. I had to lower it down because my connection wasn't stable this evening. This morning, before my lunch, I did kill Satan Morrock because it was respawning. I killed it alone, off stream. Didn't drop the card. It would be awesome to drop the card on stream. Satan Morrock card. Satan Morrock card that we have on Hero, but it's not official. We have a custom one. I never mentioned it, but also our Boitata card is custom. Because the official one is like Gloom. Like Gloom, same numbers. But affecting Earth, Wind, Brute, and Insect, I think. So it officially Boitata card covers more elements and races. The GMs here deemed that effect too strong for Boitata, for an MVP like Boitata, and changed the effect. It's still a nice card to have. But it's not a second Gloom. I'm kinda sad. Maybe, who knows? Maybe they will put that effect on a different MVP. More similar in respawn time and difficulty to Gloom. Why not? If Gloom is on Gloom, why a Gloom-like cannot be on a Gloom-like MVP? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on, let me walk. But again, there isn't anything said by them on this front. This is just all speculation, or more like a personal desire. Where did the AKs stashed all their AK cards? Come on, 0.12%. Oh, I saw the Ogre Tooth. Muscovite. No, the False Angel, okay. Yes, a chocolate, I can heal. Oh, fuck. Gopinich is alive. Let's put a remedy to that issue. He should not stay alive. Moscovia. Yeah, it got seen by someone, so it activates his roaming ability. Many fixed MVPs don't move as long as nobody sees them or looks at them. This is true for Gopinich, Orcus, Lord of Death, maybe just them. Tani, just because has a fixed spawn and doesn't move, but can teleport. Oh, I saw it. Here. Nice. Thank you for telling me. So it won't haunt your farming for 2 hours. And a treasure box is always nice to get. I think in the past I reached a peak of nearly 700 treasure boxes stashed away. But at some point I sold them because there was a fairy auction and I wanted to maximize my wallet capability. Is it a real English word? Capability? Capacity. Maybe capacity. Streaming Ragnarok Online in English. Other than getting more interest from the rest of the world. Because the Italians doesn't really care about Ragnarok Online. It's actually helpful for me to unrust my speaking and make practice. And try to discover new words. Not worlds, but words. Damn, my accent is playing against me. Please, I don't want to end like VN. If you guys that are watching know who VN is on Hero. The source of many memes. VN. Well, AK cards are not dropping, but at least we are raising quite good... thank you. Quite good Elunium and Oridecon. Yes, I can 3-shot AKs. Oh, fuck. Overweight. Okay, when we drop an AK card, I'm gonna show you some real magic cards. If we don't drop any before I end the stream, then I will show some of the newly arrived sets of cards. Some of them, some... not all, because they are too many. At the end of the streaming, before closing. Before I perfect side sleeve them and organize them in the albums. Just, I think I'll give you a sneak peek. Let me not log out for 1 second. Like this tiny box, and oof, this is heavy. This box. Look. These are a few sets, complete sets. I have some also here. Where's the opening? Oh, very shiny. Well, one day I'm gonna also show you guys my nowadays very small Pokemon card collection. I was heavily invested in collecting since my youth of Pokemon cards, but for various reasons I sold many of those. I just kept a tiny fraction. And speaking of shinies, one day, not today for magic card, for Pokemon cards, but for magic cards. I don't play standard, I play only legacy. And if I can complete a deck, maybe old school. But it's not a fast thing. For now, let's focus on Ragnarok online cards made of electrons in some circuits on someone's server. Real electrons. Nearly 200 kills and yet not a single card. which is to be expected. But we, Iron God praisers, should have an advantage. A non-spoken pact. A natural deal with the universe. Because we prize Iron God, and Iron God blesses its adepts with fortune, with plentifulness. Is plentifulness an English card? English card. Is it plentifulness an English word? What I find nice about the English language is that it's very easy to forge neologisms and new words, or adapt verbs, basically slapping a suffix like ing or ed, like fixing, fixed. To words that doesn't have that kind of verbal form originally or correctly in the grammar. But for some reason it just works, and it's not that screechy when hearing them. In Italian, for example, yeah, we can try to do that, but Italian words are more fixed, and we have declinations, many more declinations already pre-made from the source. Oh no, my SPs! If on the 31 of December I feel or I have time to stream at all on Ragnarok Online, and Gypsy is still alive, is still the Bio4 MVP, the last day of 2020, I will try to solo her with the Sniper Stalker, because I need to clean the entrance, the entrance area. Now I am overweight. No, I don't want to drop. Oh no! I had an incubus in combat, in close combat. I'm so close, damage-wise, to 3-shotting AKs with double strafe. Ideally, I'd need the BG bow plus 10. It's quite hard to make a plus 10. But it's not that I'm not able at all to 3-shot AKs. It is just I can't with this build that uses 2 Pharaoh cards, because I don't want to go in and out, in and out, in and out from Zephania that often, because I could slap on the upper gear an Alice doll plus 10% damage onto the human, and it will be solved. But I also will spend 60% of the SPs instead of only 30-ish. Only right now with the combo of the Allegiance headgear, which gives 7, 67, 23%, only 23% SPs. Rounded up, rounded down, it depends. For example, 67%, a double strafe costing 12 SPs, it costs 3. Because there isn't such thing as a decimal, a fraction of SP. Any card that I missed? No. I was also thinking about maybe farming some gold Aciduses in Abyss 3 directly with Sniper. Just because then I don't need to transfer the equipment around to accounts via the guild storage and blah blah blah. So I get it that it's fun to use the autocast build. That was my first autocast champion build I made back in 2010, probably 2011. There weren't any other players using the same build strategy at the time. Like the 100% 100 perfect dodge Assassin Cross build for Juperos. Me and my friend, one of my friends back in 2010, basically invented it and refined it here on Hero. Nowadays we have slightly different gears. Some of them changed since then. Oh no, I don't have any more the green salad. And it's possible to do a 100% 100 perfect dodge Assassin Cross slightly better, slightly more easily than the past. I mean, we can reach over 100 perfect dodge easily, but it is useless going over 100. AK card, AK card, AK card. Man, when we had to farm Abysmal Knight cards at 0.03% with Azura. Because it's the easiest way. Going in and out, punch, heal in town, punch, heal in town, punch, heal in town. And when the respawn point in Jeffentown was in the original place, so it was on the south of the fountain, and we had to walk back around the fountain, back on top, here at the NPC, and going back down on the northern warp opening to Jefenia. Quality of life improved so much when the GMs like consolidated the respawn, the town respawn point, placing it north of the fountain between the town and NPCs. What days those were. When here the Italian guild Ordo Fenicis was big, large. Adam Regard. Adam Regard, welcome. Welcome to my streaming. In the past, there were so many populated and big guilds. Legendary Warriors, Behemoth, Death Dealers, Ordo Fenicis, the Italian one. Yeah, the population, Adam, dwindled down a lot. Beginning since past 2013, going in 2014, Ragnarok Online population diminished a lot. But I encountered this diminishing a bit all over the Ragnarok Online scene worldwide. The only highly populated servers that are left are those one very young, very new, that gets opened and stay open for 3, 4, 6 months. Maybe are hardcore classic or super high rate, or maybe are just a pay to win cash shops, PvP servers that score like 1k, 2k players for 1 month, and then they close down to open in a new fashion 1 month later or the next year. And even the official ones, like the IRO, both classic and renewal, Euro, the European one, which 1 year ago closed down and reopened by a different company, back to basically pre-reborn episodes, and now they are catching up again with I think Ragnarok Zero mechanics, I think, not sure. So yeah, of those 118 vendors, players, 45 are my vendors in Frontera. I don't deny and won't hide those. Won't hide it. I think I'd like to think I play a major role in keeping a somewhat healthy economy, providing many items that otherwise it would be hard for new players to obtain, and that can drive them away if they don't find or join with a larger group. I still play here because in my personal opinion, Hero, with its stability, with its balancing, with its history, is the best low rate that is out there. I began playing here in August 2008, so for 12 years and a half up to today. I did take few months off, like for 3 months or 1 year, even for 6 months I didn't play much. I came back playing steadily in spring of 2016. After in September 2015 I dropped my first directly dropped MVP card, GTB. Then from the summer 2016 up to basically August 2020, the last one I dropped, it was an MVP dropping card fest for me. Because accepted Aren God in my life, I saw the truth and I began prizing the true gods of Ragnarok Online. And Aren God rewarded me, his faithful adept, with plentiful MVP cards. And with plentiful, I literally mean 20. Three Pharaohs, Gloom, Garm, Edgar, Hero, 3 Devilings, 3 Pharaohs, Skull, 2 GTBs. Drop rate normally it's 553. Currently we have 664 because we are under holidays. And on October, the anniversary month of the server, 775. Now I am farming Abysmal Knights because somebody boosted the AK and they drops cards at 0.12%. Pupu underscore P, welcome. Oh, se sei italiano che mi hai scritto ciao, ciao, benvenuto. I wanted to do a monster info on Abysmal. Not the Rider Archer. Abysmal Knight is a bit hard to read. Here, 0.12%. Ah, okay. You're not Italian, Pupu. But ciao is a word that it is used pretty much all over the world. And a bit of Italian from Adam. One time in 2010, November of 2010, I went to Florida in the US for 2 weeks. To Miami. And there, half the population was speaking English, of course. But because Miami was originally founded on a Cuban encampment. In fact, the core of Miami, if I remember correctly, is it was called Little Havana. The other half of the population still speak mostly Spanish. And I was there with my mother. She wanted to visit Florida, Miami. So I accompanied her, if accompanied is an English word. Me and her went to Miami. she doesn't speak English at all. She only speaks Italian. And when exploring around, speaking with people, going into shops, and having fun around with the Florida people in Miami, my mom was asking me, Richard, of course she was asking to me in Italian, but I'm gonna report the phrases to you in English. Richard, ask where this boat for the tour departs. So I was going to translate in my head the Italian phrase into English, and I was saying then to the person in front of me in Miami at the Bayside, on the docks, the phrase in English. That person, those people were replying to me in Spanish. My mother was understanding and was replying to them in Italian, and then they were understanding. So I was completely useless with my English. Neither me nor my mom speak Spanish, but an Italian person somehow can understand Spanish. But because we have many similarities. Often words are false friends, but the other half of the time we can understand each other. And so there was this comic exchange of words, me speaking in English, getting answered in Spanish, and my mom, fully Italian, understanding and replying in Italian, completely bypassing my English. And we met a lot of people, that worked for some years in Italy. Many still remembered some Italian. When they knew that we were Italian, they started speaking the Italian they knew. It was funny. It was nice. The mixing. I know that in the early 19th century, in the 1900s, many Italians from Italy went to North America and South America. So it's not obvious, but under the normal layer, there is a lot of Italian in Italian language around the world. And one time I read a paper that was estimating of the number of Italians in the world, or people that know really well or somehow proficiently Italian. We in Italy, we have 60 million people in Italy, but there are other 200 million estimated roughly outside. Like nearly 3 times the people in Italy is outside Italy. Not properly Italianly citizens that are working outside, but people included also people that can speak a good Italian. And the city of São Paulo in Brazil has the 70% of the families with Italian origins. So their grandmas and granddads were, for the 70% of the cases, Italians, because many Italians, as I said, went living and searching for better living opportunities and working opportunities in Argentina, in Brazil, in somehow some in Chile, and we are Italian famous to be a part of the early 900th century of the US. Famously and infamously. But that is true for everybody around the world, in any country, in any nation. At the end of the day, we are all humans. We are all the same. Everybody is important and nobody is really fundamental. What it's not fundamental but is important and I'd like to see dropping, Ragnarok Online wise, are AK cards, which today we are yet to see. We have yet to see. I hope I didn't bored you guys with my speaking with my about my little anecdotes. Man, if it's a difficult word for me to say in English. Anecdotes. Man. AK cards. Also, you can tell me in the chat if the audio volumes are okay for you. Because, as always, I don't really have possibility to check directly them during my streaming. So if my microphone is balanced, if the in-game sounds are fine, or if the BGM on the background is too high. Because again, I know nothing about audio mixing, audio equalization. I started to learn the basics a few weeks ago, when I too, with my current job, had to fully move on an online platform. And I bought lights, I bought a proper microphone, I bought green screens, started using OBS, Streamlabs, meetings and webinars platforms. So everything is new, even if I watched streamings since years and kinda know where to put hands, with which options mess around. But a good mixing for the microphone audio, it's not trivial. It's quite difficult for a person not in the profession, for a non-professional. Also, this is an USB microphone. It's not an XLR going into a external mixer. Maybe one day I'm upgrading to a proper mixer, but first of all, I need to learn more. Also, I hope the... Yes, okay. The green screen is fine. I found a way to illuminate properly the green screen in a uniform way without having the lights against me, but in a more diffused way towards the ceiling. Awesome. If you see my past broadcasts, my early ones, I was highly illuminated, and it was stressful because they are very bright. So I wanted to start streaming some games or even just Ragnarok Online 2 years ago, when at the beginning of 2019 I assembled my new desktop PC, and I designed I planned to build it very powerful to sustain streaming at the same time recording, and at the same time a modern game with added effects like chroma keys or other graphical effects, and with a good video rendering time when I needed to edit a video, for example. So I have like 64 gigabytes RAM, an RTX 2060, which is plenty capable, and i9 9700K CPU, unlocked by default, by factory. So it runs on average at 4.6 gigahertz. So it's a pretty good machine. Maybe in 2 years from now I'm gonna upgrade to a GPU of the Series 3000. Maybe in 2-3 years a new generation of 4000 RTXs could be developed, and maybe the 3000s then drops even more in price, even if Nvidia went slapped the dick hard on the table of the competition with the 3080, 3070 cards and 3060, I think. They are heavy cards, heavy GPUs, powerful GPUs, and the price is affordable in a ratio much better than the 2070, 2080, 2060, the series 2000 of 2018. Much more affordable. Thoughts on 4Jobs. I discovered 4Jobs 1 week ago. Five days ago, to be precise. And man, I already didn't like 3Jobs. They got a really Gravity or Big G, as I as I call Gravity company when I refer to it. Big G, open brackets, because in physics Big G is the universal constant of gravitation, and it's written like a capital G. Big G. Big G needs really to revolutionize, modernize, fix the game. Ragnarok Online bases are very... not old. Archaic, I'd say. They are archaic mechanics. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It's not because something is archaic, it must be changed entirely. Team that is winning, you don't change. You don't change a team that is winning. Proverbially. But already with third jobs, that there is little to none difference between one class and the other. With any class, speaking of third jobs in renewal, can easily tank, easily kill with AoE, highly DPS skills. They lost a good portion of flavor. Even if I'm interested in the new content brought by Renewal. I haven't played Renewal. I haven't played the new content, the new dungeons, the new monsters, the new dungeons, the new equipments. I haven't followed the new lore that got created for Renewal. But anyone can do everything, can do anything. Every class is equal. It changes. The only difference is the HP pool. Some have more, some have less. So they did a good job updating the mechanics. Some mechanics needed to be revamped. But they went too much balls deep into the overpowerness. Expanded classes were unfortunate since the beginning, before Renewal. We on Hero, speaking of expanded classes, we on Hero have, aside the new class-bound sets for Ninja, Star Gladiator, Taekwon also, and Soul Linker, DGMs, the staff, is working on a slight revamp, more or less a good update, a fix, for Ninja class. It got announced officially by them, if I remember correctly. To try close the gap that those expanded classes have already with pre-reborn classes. With classes to choose. Or two ones. Not Archer. Hunter, Blacksmith, Wizard, Knight, and so on. Assassin. Whoa. Nearly died. 373 kills. Not yet a card. So, 4 jobs. I mean, I saw some sneak peeks, some previews of 4th jobs where they deal AoE skills, attacks, damage, dealing millions of damage on a normal basis. And the new stat system, which it seems patchy, just patched on, instead of fixing, revamping it entirely. They try to apply a fix, but it could be trying to fix a mistake with another mistake. Often it doesn't work. Also, have you ever stopped thinking nowadays that and pondering about this fact, the fact that renewal officially got implemented 10.5 years ago on iRaw and JRaw and KRaw on 2010, and Ragnarok Online got launched officially in 2002. From 2002 and 2010 we have 8 years. From 2010 and 2020, okay, we are going 2021, but let's stop at 2020. There are 12 years, so the good old classic Ragnarok Online, not the classic in the term of up to before transcending, before reborn, before rebirth, I mean. The classic in the meaning up to rebirth classes, which were very good balanced. That is what I mean as a classic Ragnarok Online. The classic Ragnarok Online now existed for a shorter time compared to renewal. Renewal now existed for 12 years, while classic Ragnarok Online for only 8. In 2016, the timelines were equally long. 8 years from 2002 and 8 years from 2010. No, sorry, not 2016. 2018, 2 years ago. For example, I think that what works better than instead trying to make 4th job, 5th job, 100th job, it is instead Ragnarok 0 without 3rd jobs and over, but with many renewal mechanics, which many of them I like. I'd prefer. For example, the critical critical damage mechanic. Here in pre-renewal, the critical hit just bypasses defense. Okay. In renewal, it does not bypass defense, but instead it adds 40% more damage to the hit. That's why double dagger guillotine crosses with ice pick and full critical were so awesome against MVPs at max attack speed, because they have the MVPs huge defenses numerically in renewal, so ice pick really shines against them and it doesn't hinder the critical hit. plus in pre-renewal, double strafe and critical hit are mutually exclusive. In renewal, they fixed, so you can double attack. Did I say double strafe? I meant double attack of the assassin and thief. Double attack can benefit from a critical hit, or a critical hit can be double attacked. Think a better move would be no fourth classes, but more third classes. Like to choose Rune Knight or Dragon Knight. It could be an interesting development. Make more parallel classes. But again, they should, at that point, really be able to balance them well. To make, to push players to really have to choose between one or another. Else, you end up only with new clones. And you don't solve the already present issue that all the third job classes can do anything, anywhere, anytime. Basically, everybody is already a clone of everybody else. Speaking of classes. A Guillotine Cross has the spinning skill, is AoE. Genetic as Card Cannon or Fire Expansion with the AoE Acid Bomb. Even the Professor, that historically did not have good AoE attacks, now has the Diamond Dust thingy. Ranger, Arrow Storm, or Severe Rainstorm, how it's called, depending of the emulator of the server. A widescreen, huge fucking square for hundreds of thousands of damage. Paladin, the Banishing Point, I think. No, is it AoE Banishing Point? I don't know much of... I don't know well the renewal skills. And the mechanic, does it has AoE skills? Maybe he has Arm Cannon in Mado gear. The Mado armor. No idea. Shadow Chase, does it has AoE attack? Rune Knight. The Dragon Breath. They even made a nice a water element, not a nice, N-I-C-E, N space ice, well, water-based element, Dragon Breath. Until it was possible. Then they fixed it before closing. Then they closed, but it was possible on Euro, the European Ragnarok server, to make a 193 attack speed Rune Knight, 149 dexterity, with 100%, 99% cast time reduction. So the cast time bar over the head of the character was still showing, because you had to abuse the attack speed mechanic to reduce the animation delay totally. And they made a Rune Knight with these stats, with Taugunka in the armor, spamming between 5 and 10 dragon breaths per second. And each dragon breath, depending on the target, was dealing 50 or 100k damage. I saw it from another streamer, a German streamer that was playing on and still is playing on the new Euro server. And it was extra overpowered. Few months later, the staff managing Euro nerfed Dragon Breath and put on it an aftercast delay of 0.3 seconds. So it wasn't possible anymore to spam 10 Dragon Breath per second, but only 3. Oh, we are out of ammunitions. Wow, nearly close to 1.5 hours of farming AKs, more or less efficiently. 429 kills and not a single card. Okay, I will soon end the stream, and because we didn't drop any AK card, but I am gonna end soon the stream, I wanna show you some of these magic cards. Let's see which one. Ooh. For example, from Onslaught, we have, let me see myself. I also gonna change for a moment the size of the webcam showed on the screen. Focus. This is a polluted delta. Wait. I'm having troubles, obviously, letting the webcam focus. Also, there are in this set other two fetch lands. The green may be cut from the Chroma Key, Windswept Heath and Wooded Foothills, and those are near mints. Awesome near mint English cards. From Onslaught. And 1 second, I'm putting them away. Okay, this is all Onslaught. Ooh, this is a nice set. This is a very good card. Metal Worker from the Urza set. Urda's Legacy, I think. Or Urda's Destiny. Urda's Legacy, I think. Near mint. Then let's move to... is it in this... in this set? I don't remember, 1 second. Oh, is in this one? No, wrong packet. Where is it? I mixed some packets across the order. Where is it? It's not in this. Or is it in this? No. Come on, I wanted to show you a very nice card. I'm not finding it. Ah, there is this one. Show and Tell from Urda's Saga. Where is it? I saw it earlier. Ah, okay. I placed the wrong in the wrong set. This is nice. Ah, the background is green. Gilded Drake. Near mint. Very nice. The green screen was cutting the the card background. And also another very nice set, a very nice card. Original Blood Moon from the Dark in English. Let's see if it can focus. Ah, yes, it focused. Very nice. Near mint. And then I have few other sets, minor sets, that are going into my collection. Okay, let me reduce my side. Okay, I think it's fine this way. All right. For today is everything. That's all, folks. We haven't dropped any new AK card. Maybe if I can't sleep tonight, I gonna hop in game again for some MVPs, but usually during my Italian night, compared to the server, many MVPs are dead due to competition. Before you go, how did you get your Luna Caligo? The Luna Calit. My original one, which was a lot of time ago, was a +8. I farmed Tatachus. With Creator and Acid Bomb. Also because I needed to level up in the past my Creator, and Tatachus paid a good XP. A good share of XP points. I killed 3-4,000, dropped my own Luna Calits. With the Wildsmith J70, tried to upgrade. Ended with a +8, settled with a +8. It was fine. Nowadays, 2 years, 3 years ago. No, in 2016, I bought from another player for a lot of Dennis a +10, in which then I placed, I compounded 3. No, I don't want to compare. 3 AK cards. And I'm not using this Calit anymore. If you wanna buy these or trade for items, this Calit, for items that I need, the price of this Luna Caligo is 400 millions. Venice. But I am the first one telling you a +8 is already fine. +7 feels like a bit... It still feels a bit... a peasant Calit. +7. Peasantry equipment. If you want the true swag, there is this one. Yeah, pocket change. Speaking of pocket change... Do you want me to click on this option? There isn't much. Try saying a number. And in the past I had much more. I kinda spent a lot lately. Some months ago. 1 billion Dennis? Are you crazy? 1 billion Dennis? Who has 1 billion Dennis? That's a lot of Dennis. Keeping in mind that basically I don't farm for Dennis. But let me check the paperwork. Russell. Ah, okay. Okay. This is just pure swag. Just... yeah, 1 billion and change. But just one fairy auction is enough to drain my wallet entirely. If it's the right fairy auction. In one free auction, I've spent 1.3 billions. In another, recently, I spent 1.7 billions Venice. Holy shit. Okay. Well, few magic cards have been shown. Tonight I'm gonna move them and organize them orderly, in an ordinated way in the albums. Okay, I'm gonna show a last one. Tolarian Academy. But this is lightly played. That's a very good card. It's banned in Legacy. Can be used in Vintage, I think. Awesome. Very good. Okay, again, thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for the interaction, for the questions. I like a lot speaking with you guys. And see you in the next streaming. Also, I hope that you can learn or discover new details of Hero, of Ragnarok Online, even if I don't know everything. Basically, I am a noob. I still go on, carried by MVP cards and OP equipment. I don't know how to play without them. Seriously, I don't know how to play. I'm so used to them that it hindered my ability to play without OP gears. So, have a nice afternoon, dinner time, lunch, morning, sleeping, whatever. Just remember one thing. One and only thing. Prize Arengad.